Hi, you guys. This is my stamp stash. It is time to get organized. I've been loading them in there. Then when I buy new ones, I try and put them in similar categories, but it's not consistent. It's not labeled. It's making me crazy. So I don't have a new storage solution. I'm going to use these. They're in my scrap desk, I think it's called. So there's a small one and then a larger one that's about 12 by 12. So, and then I have some new stamps that I need to fit in there. Oh, look, a whole bunch of new stamps that I need to get organized in there. So I'm also going to try and do a purge as I go through. A lot of these I have barely used or rarely used, but I was pretty particular. I used to be very particular when I bought stamps to make sure that they were useful for multiple things, like cards and scrapbook pages, for example. And generic multiple occasions and things like that. And I resisted buying a lot of Christmas stamps and things like that. And my style is generally pretty bold. And so things that are super intricate, I haven't used as much. So let's tackle this. Parts of it may get sped up, but I'm gonna set this one aside, the small one, set this aside so we can start pulling things out and taking a look at them. And then I'm going to categorize them. I did start to think about what categories I might want. Probably a floral, probably a travel, and I'll put beach and travel in all together. Probably birthday and or greetings together. It wasn't very often that I bought just birthday, but maybe. And then maybe something with critters or animals. There just may be a lot of overlap with these. There's beach, alphas for sure. And then I have some, and I have actually used quite a bit of these, the Julie Nutting dolls. So that's its sort of own category. So I need to pull those out. So then there's nature, maybe garden and butterflies. So I'm going to see what I have in each of these. And then we have holidays, Easter and Christmas, backgrounds and patterns. So I'm just going to lay them out in these in general and then see where I can combine, because this is probably too many categories for two bins. All right. So let's see what we have. Let's start with the Julie Netting, and I did accidentally buy a duplicate one of these. Oh, look, I found a pencil. So these are the small ones, which are real cute for little girl cards or little girl pages. I have used all of these, and they're pretty fun. Girl in a simple bodysuit. This is another little girl one. Sort of a bigger grown-up girl. This one, it looks like I haven't really used yet, but I have used the suitcases on here actually, and the travel girl for a card. I've made tags. I've put it on cards. I haven't really put it on scrapbook pages yet, so maybe that should be my challenge, is to do a scrapbook page with the Julie Nutting doll. There's a couple more sort of older teenage ones. I'm not going to purge any of those. The one that I had as a duplicate, I will put in my donate or giveaway stash. So that is a category. I'm just going to set it up here and out of the way because that's simple to do. I have some other things in here, some large acrylic blocks. I don't think I need this anymore because I have the Tim Holtz stamp platform. I might keep this one. That's not bad, but I don't need this giant one, and it's heavy, so that's going away. Let's see what else I have. Here's a little stamp that has different catchphrases on it. That might be cute, but I've actually never used it, so maybe I should just stamp all of these out on white paper just to have them and see. Sun-kissed. It's got some different sayings on it. So hold that. This I'll put somewhere else. I'm not going to store it in here. This looks like, this is the first Julie netting doll I ever got. And I got it in a class. I think that came with it. So I've sped the rest of this up. That way you'll still get to see each of the stamp sets as I pull them out, but we won't have to spend, it took me about 30 minutes total to go through all these. So I think speeding this up just a little bit will be helpful. So I have a variety of stamps from different companies, Echo Park, Stampin' Up, May Made It. This one's May Made It. They have some great sentiment stamps. They also have some faithful stamps, some religious stamps. So I use those when I try and, girls, calm down. Sorry, there's my puppies. And then I really would like a better solution for, here I'm discovering some stamps that hadn't been put away. So I'm trying to get those taken care of as I go through and find the appropriate boxes for them. I like these Stampin' Up kits, but the boxes, they do take up kind of a lot of space. So I probably should look for a little bit better solution for those. Maybe put them in envelopes and take the advertising, display out of it and put it in an envelope. I have done that with one or two. And that way I think I can fit more things and maybe even organize them a little better. I'm sorry about the grumbling in the background. So these are some alphas and numbers. I was trying to decide. Here I found another stray. Sometimes when you're stamping, things just get put on the desk and not put back away where they belong, which is something that I need to, a habit that I need to develop better. Let's see, there's some critters, cute puppies. I do run out of space here in just a minute, so I'm trying to keep the critters. There's florals. You can see I'm starting to run out of space. So I ended up putting those numbers under sentiments because there were a lot of happy birthday sentiments in that packet. This was a Christmas packet, then birthdays mostly. And then this one, I still am not sure where this one really belongs. It does have numbers on it, and it has a floral, and it has some random things. So I think I end up putting it in random scrapbooking. So happy birthday. This is where I start finding some travel and summer things. So that's going onto the floor. And then we end up with, so I start out putting summer and travel separately, but then those end up getting combined. So, and then this one's travel just because I had a key and some other vacay type items. And summer. So these are some recent purchases. I haven't really used them yet, but I have big plans for them. There's lots of little tiny motifs that you can use to make ephemera for your scrapbook pages. So I should pull those out. I love that coffee one from May Made It, but I lost the coffee bean the first time I tried to use it. So now I don't have the coffee bean, which is aggravating. Here starts the florals. These are just generic sayings, but they really work better, I think, for scrapbook page. It starts out in greetings, but I'm going to move it to scrapbook paging. And yeah, so scrapbook pages. This one is my one and only school. It will end up in scrapbook pages. I have only 2 or 3 backgrounds that I'll use. So that there goes the backgrounds, and then I'm tackling some of my new ones. That one's Christmas. Takes me a minute to remember where I had put Christmas. There it is. This one is real cute. It's got bees on it, but it's also a religious one, so kind of wasn't sure where to put that. But it ends up in the scrapbooking pile. This one is greetings. Greetings. This is an Altenew layered stencil, but it comes with a stamp set and a die set, and so I want those kept together. And same here, this is a layered stamp set and the associated dies. So luckily this fits in there. The Altenew ones don't quite fit all in one packet together. I may have to make some adjustments to get one of them to stick in there. So see, I can't quite close it. So I need to do some trimming to get those into a pack together. This is little flags, really best for scrapbook layout. And then butterflies. I go ahead and put this with the floral, so that now becomes nature. This is going to go with alphas. I have the letters of mine and my daughter's names to make monograms and stuff. That's a fun May Made It kit. This doesn't really have alphas, but it does have punctuation, so that goes there. More sentiments, which are really more religious. I should put that under greetings, really, but that's okay. Arrows, great for scrapbook pages. Tropical, I count that as travel. Floral, sayings. This little girl is kind of birthday, but I wasn't quite sure where to put her, so she would be cute on a scrapbook page too. And then some of this it would be cute on a scrapbook page. This is a B one. I think I got it on a super sale discount in Michael's. This is some Paisleys from, I think, Close to My Heart. That's a Close to My Heart set. I'm going to put that with critters, garden and nature. This is gnomes. So I think I end up going ahead and putting gnomes with critters. Scrapbook pages. I mentioned, I don't really do a lot of masculine scrapbooking, but my daughter had a chef's birthday, a cooking birthday party when she was 8, and we used mustaches, and everybody got mustaches. So I need to save that until I get to her 8th birthday party. I think I put that under nature, alphas, animals. I think I end up moving that to critters when I am organizing. And then alphas, I think that might be close to the end. So my next step is to, I have one more small bin. I'm going to put this with travel, just because it has the Eiffel Tower and a French word on it. I put this with nature. It's not really cute little critters. So that's where I moved some things. I'm going to start the consolidation process here shortly. Some Vicky Boutin shapes, great for scrapbooking and backgrounds, alphas. And I end up purging this one It's pretty old. I haven't really, I may have used it for one card. It does have a little ballerina on it, which is cute, but I think I have some other sources for ballerinas. This is a recent one card I got. I have used it, a stamp. I have used it for a card. I think I want to use it for a ballet page if I can make it work. It's not the highest quality stamp though, so. And here I realize I have the dies for these Tim Holtz butterflies. They're super detailed butterflies and they're really fun to do colors and then stamp them. And then this Stampers Anonymous, I'm going to put this with travel. It's got some really fun when you're trying to do an aged or distressed or vintage look. Some fun Stamper's Journey kits, some more religious ones. I think I have 3 religious sets now, so I've used, Church was very happy with the cards that I gave them, and so I will continue to do that and deliver some cards that they can send out to volunteers or people that are going through a rough time. And then this one I struggled with. It's Mom and Happy Mother's Day kind of thing, and it has a bird on it. I just wasn't sure where to put it. It didn't fit into any of the categories. And then this is a background stamp. I have maybe 2 or 3 background stamps, just not much to deal, not much there. So, all right, 3 some travel things. So travel and beach are together now. Alphas are together. And it's time to start loading them into the bins. Now, when I load them into the bins on the video, I'm just stuffing them in there. And then I went back later and sort of organized a little better and put small ones in the front and larger ones in the back. I still have not made that's all the Christmas I have, y'all, and some of that was Easter. So not a lot there. So here I'm going to start with the small bin. I'm going to put the Julie Nutting dolls in there because they're the perfect size for that. And I don't access them as often. Like if I get them, I'm going to get all of those out to pick a doll that I'm going to use. And then I put Christmas in there. I end up putting a couple of other things in there. That was backgrounds. And I'm just circling the ones the categories that I've taken care of just to double check where I'm at. And this is the bigger bin. I start loading those in. It's a pretty tight fit for everything. It's not the perfect size for this, obviously. It's a little bit wider than I need. And you can see those are not really organized super neatly, so there's still some organization that needs to happen, but it does. Then I'm just trying to think, what do I access most often and put that closer to the front. That was my rationale here. And this bin sits at the bottom, on the bottom shelf of my desk unit. And so I tend to sit on the floor, pull it out, and then leaf through it to look for 3 or 4 different stamp sets that I might want to use for a couple of cards or whatever. And I knocked my camera. But at least you're not having to see my legs anymore. So I think I fit just about everything in there except critters. I still have to fit critters somewhere. And I think I end up putting critters in the other case because there's just a few of them. And you can see I organize them. And then those will go in with the dolls at the front of the dolls. So there we go. All right, next I'm going to take you to my closet. So this is the closet in my scrapbooking room. I have cardstock up there and some bins with not much in it. Old supplies. Way up at the top, I have my empty albums. So this is some not quite so well used space. And this is what I need to purge, is all of these. A few of which I use, but mostly I don't. And they're all old Stampin' Up! Ones. So let me sort through this and I'll come back with you and show you what I'm purging. Okay, you guys, here's my purge pile, all sorts. So probably about 20 sets. I am going to keep these few Christmas ones, just in case I get organized enough to do Christmas cards this year, since I don't have a lot of other Christmas ones. Then I'm just going to try and make it so I don't make you guys sick here. Then these are the other ones that I'm going to keep. I'm keeping the sock monkey because it's cute, and then I'm keeping these critters since I'm still scrapbooking when my daughter was little, and I just like those bold flowers. I don't know if I'll use them again, but. And then this one is pretty cute. I like the bicycle. I've used that before. This one has some cute little words, so I'm going to keep that. These are great on cards. A few little princess items, since I'm still scrubbing her princess mode. These are some really nice sort of etched florals. And this is easy to add onto a card because it's circular. So that's it. So that's the end of my purge for old stamps. Looks like I'm going to make somebody happy at Goodwill, or maybe I'll find a school or something that would like some stamps for crafting. So I just wanted to wrap up. There's my puppy. She's come to say hi. So I have everything's in by categories. I moved some things. I still haven't made my dividers. I likely will do that. If you want to see how I make those dividers, you can see the organizing my die cuts video. But I moved the larger things to the back so that you can see so I can see and flip through the smaller things at the front. And so my categories are dolls, Easter and Christmas over here, and then critters, alphas, generic greetings and birthday, florals, and nature. We'll call that nature because I have butterflies included with florals. And then general scrapbooking, so different shapes and big sayings and things that aren't really greetings are back here. And then travel and beach are here. So I think that's going to make it a lot easier in the future for me to find what I want. And now, since these are pretty full, of course I do have room for those wood block ones in my closet, but since these are full, if I bring a new one in, I probably have to consider something to exit. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I should have some more organizational videos coming up. Talk a little bit about my messy desk as I try and get that a little more organized. My paper and trying to organize that. Let's see what else. I think those are the big ones. And then I just have a lot of mess in the room, so I just need to purge the mess. So thank you guys. Please come back. Bye.